It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Dreadnoughts' versatile running back. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Bengals, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. 2nd and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Page. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so you get some fresh air. Still on your face.
Wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 2nd down, it's Patton, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Patton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Patton. Now during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
It's caught by Jackson. Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
On 2nd down now, it's Patton. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. It's Page, and he's got it to about the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On second down, it's Patton.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
4 yards the pickup, first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll look to throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way after. It'll be third down. This offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dreadnoughts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start down in Texas as it's the New York Football Giants on the road to take on Houston, and it's the Giants who are out in front. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. The Seahawks trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile,
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a handoff up the middle. Patton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd down and inches. He finds his man, complete. That's Page. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Illegal touching. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Come on.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
On 2nd down now, it's Patton. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 3 yards on the first
first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 9 now. His pass caught at the 4. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals offense returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Page. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Pressure comes and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
To number 84, a gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Page. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 13. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Page, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Patton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game,
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Patton. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patton. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Patton, and he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
He's across the field to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. It's Patton. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Number 23, ball carrier. Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals getting set to go.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
He's got a man complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He's got a man and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So it's our visitors that come away with a victory here. And it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground. And that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for San Antonio, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.